book 2. My name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. Today is day 17 of Vlogmas. Today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the Cramathon, which starts on the 19th and ends on the 22nd, so I'm super excited. Let's just get started. The first challenge for the Cramathon is to read an audiobook or an ebook, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be in the mood for this weekend, so I have two options. I have the option of an audiobook, which is Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I have this in print form, obviously, as you can tell, but I rented the audiobook from the library, and I've wanted to read this for a while, and it's a pretty big book, so I think it's a good option to get done for a readathon. My other option for me would be to read Passenger by Alexander Bracken, which I got approved for on Netgalley, so I have it on an ebook form, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, hopefully I can read both of these. Maybe I'll just read one, who knows. The next challenge for the Cramathon is to read a bindup, so I picked the second book in the Before the War series for Pendragon, book 2 of the Travelers by DJ McHale. This is the companion series for the Pendragon series by DJ McHale, and there's 3 of them, and each book has 3 different short stories in this bind-up, and I read book 1 earlier in the year for another readathon, and so I figured that this is probably the only bind-up I actually have, so it was my only really choice for this challenge for the readathon. But I really enjoy the Pendragon series. It's my favorite of all time, and the little bind-ups are also really interesting to read. The next challenge is to read a book under 200 pages, so I decided on When Will This Cruel World War Be Over? The Civil War Diary of Emma Simpson, and I'm not sure who authored this. The Dear America series is really weird. It's authored by a whole bunch of different people, and they don't really put it on there. But I really like this series. These are historical fictions, and I read almost all of these when I was younger, and I have a little collection of them going, and I really have been wanting to reread this for a while. Plus, it's one of the only books that I have available to me that's under 200 pages, so it suffices, and I can get one of these done in a couple of hours, so it's perfect for the Cramathon. The next challenge is to read a book that you DNF'd, so I went with Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I started reading this earlier in the year, and I didn't necessarily DNF it because I didn't like it. I just got distracted, moved on to a different thing, and just kind of forgot about it. And I only got 50 pages in, so I still have quite a bit of this book to go. If I don't finish any of the books on my TBR, it's most likely going to be this one. I just really want to get this off of my currently reading shelf on Goodreads and just get it done and get it over with. The only other DNF book that I am interested in reading at all at the moment is the Game of Thrones, the first book in the Game of Thrones series, or the Game of Thrones, the first book in the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin, but that one's a bajillion pages, and I've read half of it, so it's just not gonna happen. And this one's probably not gonna happen either, but I'm going to try really hard. The next challenge is to read a graphic novel series, or as many graphic novels as you possibly can. And the most recent issue of Descender and Tokyo Ghost just came out this week, so I need to catch up on both of these series and read these. So these should both be pretty quick. I could read both of these in less than a day, and it'll catch me up on both of these series. And then I have one more graphic novel that I could also read the week of the Cramathon, and that is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I've been wanting to read this series for a while, and I finally got it in from the library, so I definitely should get this done. And it's actually it's a graphic novel, but it's a substantial graphic novel. It's actually got some length to it, which I enjoy. Most graphic novels aren't really like that. They're kind of shorter, which is I'm reading Sex Criminals right now, and this is just, it's much shorter than Nimona. So I like that it's a graphic novel, but it actually has some substance to it. Sometimes when I read graphic novels and I mark them off of my for my Goodreads challenge, I kind of feel like I'm cheating, but this makes me feel better that it's actually got some substance in there, and that will complete my challenge for read a graphic novel. And then the last challenge is to read at least 5 books, and I am definitely covered. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then with the 2 graphic novel books, that's 7, and then if I read Passenger as well for my ebook challenge, that would be 8. And if I could read all of these in the week of the Cramathon, I definitely would be excited about that. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try really hard to get that done. But that's really it for my TBR. Let me know, guys, down below if you are participating and what you're going to be reading for the Cramathon, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!